Okay, my parents have arrived. They are here to help with the construction. We've had quite a bit of design back and forth, I would say. My original vision was to have more of like, my dad's using the word colonial, so we're gonna go with that because he's an architect and what do I know? Just like ornate, like more detailed elements in the trim work. And as you saw in the house tour, the house is pretty modern. So he was advising against that, feeling like I would be trying to like mesh styles that didn't really go. So we spent a lot of time in Lowe's, forgot to film that, sorry. And I think we've come to a consensus on what we like in the design. So now we're gonna head to Lowe's and get what we need and get cracking. Learning as we go. We've made a few errors. When I say we, I mean me, because I'm the newest person here. I don't know, we grew up doing this. My dad's an architect. So everything in our house pretty much has been touched by my family. But there's a difference between doing a project when you're 0 through 18, 15 really. And then realizing you want to take it on yourself as an adult. They're very different experiences. So here we are, we're learning as we go. And that's the fun, right? Maybe? I think so. I think it's fun. We're having fun. Okay, we're on day 3. We've made quite a bit of progress. Our hands are quite chapped, as are our lips. Let me show you what we've managed to do. So we finished and when I say we, my dad has finished installing the crown molding in the entire space. Please ignore the mess. We are still mid-construction. And then this section we have sanded, caulked, primed, and painted. Obviously, I did my original paint higher than what we ended up doing the chair rail. So we'll just go back in and crisp that line at the top of the chair rail. And then the whole room will be like this. Hi, I have been all over the place the last couple of days and weeks. We finished all of this. It goes all the way around this open concept section to make this feel like it's separate from the entry, it's separate from the staircase. You know, this is like its own gathering space. Felt like this added the color and the detail and the point of interest I was looking to make in here. We still don't move for 2.5 weeks, and there is much to be done. Today, I really want to start on the pantry. I know I mentioned I wanted to do it dark, the same color as the ladies only drawing room. So I have that paint. I'm gonna clean, prime, just try and get things in order. We are having movers come, but mostly just for the furniture. So we're hoping to get, you know, everything that can be put in a box, and we can move ourselves. So right now I've just been bringing over like little boxes at a time, but then they just go and sit in their box in other places because there's nowhere really to put them. One of those boxes is a big pantry box that has just been sitting. So I'm hoping that if I can finish this pantry, get this all cute, I can start actually like putting away some of those things so that as we're moving in, it doesn't feel like we have to do it all at one time. It's like, oh, we had these 2.5, 3 weeks to kind of ease into it. That's my goal. I typically have pretty high hopes, and then who knows what happens somewhere between the idea and the finished product. So we'll see, we're gonna do our best. I am so happy with how the molding turned out. It took us 7 days. Like, my parents were here for a week, and we literally did one like outdoor activity. We learned that in a house that's almost 135 years old, none of the floors are perfectly even. So every, you know, horizontal trim piece, my dad could kind of like batch cut, like group together, like, all right, these are 35 inches long, I'm making this up, you know, and like cut several that were that same measurement. But for the verticals, because the floor was continuously different, the verticals all had to be different. So that was definitely way more complicated than we thought it was gonna be, but it turned out beautiful. So I'm absolutely thrilled, and I think the color is perfect for my last video and my obsession with how white everything was, and I just like couldn't get over it. So this color turned out perfect, and the molding is beautiful, and it's exactly what the space needed. I'm absolutely thrilled. And then I moved on to the pantry, which you guys just saw the completed little snippet of. I have since unloaded the pantry. I am really trying to keep it neat and organized and pretty, like I showed you. But the truth of the matter is that I'm really not a neat girly. I would love to be that person, and I am really gonna try. That's the whole reason I made the pantry cute, because I want it to be like an organized, nice pantry. But the reality is that I'm a mess, just generally speaking. So we're gonna see how long it lasts. I'm gonna try my best. I'm sure it's gonna be beautiful, a disaster, beautiful, a disaster. God bless, we're gonna work through it. But I am super pleased with how it turned out, and I did actually end up getting it finished and totally painted before we moved in, which is like really the only thing I achieved from my long spiel about using my time wisely. She did not use her time wisely. But next week, if you tune in, we are gonna move outside, and I wanna get the yard ready for summer. I need to focus on my garden boxes. I think I need to build another one. I've built 2, you'll see that. And I just have a feeling we're gonna need more. So one of them needs a bottom put in it, and I need to figure out how do I wanna go about doing that. I'll share my thought processes and the execution. I haven't gotten to that yet, so we're gonna figure that one out together. And then I wanna get my plants in the ground. So we are all outdoors and focusing on the backyard, which